Here we are again, back at Lost Hope. We are still on the dash, or a little bit of it. We got it all glued down now. All that's done, but let me flip you around here. We do have a spot where everything lined up that our insert isn't going to go back in. This needs to be trimmed a little bit. And then down here where the 4 bolts are, I think 2 of them I can get. The other 2, I'm going to have to trim them too. What we're going to try to use is maybe one of these with a little bit of sandpaper and just see if we can't cut us some little half moons out of there. But I will try to do that and show you all the finished product, and after that, this dash should be just about ready to go back on. It's far from perfect. It was the first one I ever done, so I guess it's a learning experience. Learn a little bit every time, but I'll get right back with you. It actually worked pretty well. It's just a little sanding bit on the end of that, and I think it looks pretty good for having to be altered up a little bit. This one, I don't know. The next time I do this, I will not get an Amazon dash. It just does not fit right. I trimmed that out a little bit. It doesn't look too bad, but I'll see if I can pop this piece back in and let you see what that looks like. And then the dash should be just cleaned it up and ready to go back in. But we'll see if we can get this in real quick. Alright, the dash is back together. It's nowhere near perfect. We got a spot here that won't stay down. It needs cleaned, and then where I had to notch this out. But, I mean, it don't look horrible. It looks better than what it did. But we'll get it cleaned back up, put back in the truck, and then show you an after. And then we might get on these this evening. I actually did one. I didn't want to bore you with both of them, but we do have one in now. Not sure if I completely did it right. It's got a little gap right there that I kind of question whether it should be there, but I mean it's all tight. So I'll get the dash cleaned up and get right back with you. Alright, the dash is officially in. I don't know how I like it. It's nowhere near. That spot right there is the main spot. I'm just going to have to do something with that. But this dash pad is so off that over here it's overhanging. Over here the bottom part, so you can't fit your little grating, whatever. Can't fit them in right. So I think I'm going to take like some thin chicken wire or something, cut it out. Maybe make a little grating like that. Maybe be a little different. But yeah, I think it looks better than what it did, but I don't like it. I think when this truck comes back apart, when we actually redo the whole interior, it'll get a whole new dash pad, regardless of the money. I'd rather spend the money and it look good than this. I don't know. I guess it doesn't look horrible. Some of it may not even be noticeable to somebody unless they're really looking at it, but I noticed a lot of it and I don't like it. But we got that done. I need to put the bezel back in. Oh, and our headliner. I'm not sure who put the headliner in, but it's got to go. When this truck's actually done, the seat's recovered, everything, it's going to look goofy for now. But this right here is going to be the seat cover. And we're probably going to paint the metal part of the lower dash that color. And we're going to go ahead and, that way it's done. We're going to go ahead and change the headliner to that color. It'll look goofy for now, but it's up top. People really have to look at it. Plus, honestly, it really don't matter what people think about it, I guess. Like we said from the beginning, we may not do it the right way. We may not do it the wrong way. We'll do it our way. But the dash is not the way I like it to be. So we're going to have to get that corner or that area right there pushed down. It's like the dash is too big and it's all off, or maybe something's wrong with the factory dash. I don't know. But it doesn't lay in there right. But we're going to make it work long enough until we actually redo the interior. But that's going to be a while, but oh well. It'll work. May be ugly, but you can still enjoy it. But we might, I don't know, I got a couple things I got to do. Might be in the morning. Well, we got soccer in the morning. After soccer, might pop this out, change that, and then we're gonna pull the bed and pull the dry shaft out of it. Start pulling the tranny tomorrow. Hope for a good weekend and get a lot done. But if we don't, we don't. Seems like we're always busy doing something, little projects with the kids, or we're going to Monster Jam. Last weekend was at Spring Explosion at Derby. There's always something to do. But we still got just a little bit of time, roughly about a month, I think. So we'll get it figured out. We'll get it done. But I will see you all tomorrow. Well, it is the next day. Today we are going to... I'll just open the window. Today we are going to change this out. Got a new one. Basically, there's a little pin right here. Knock this pin out. And the other side I done did it just so I kind of was familiar how to do it. First one I ever did. But it said it was just supposed to slide off, but mine was hung. So I had to work around with mine, get it to pop off. And then inside there's a Torx head. You take that off and it'll pop that off. I'm going to get me a little punch. I actually took a screwdriver and ground it down where it would go in there because I didn't have nothing little enough. But I'm going to grab it, tap around on it, and see if I can get it to fall out real quick. I had to put a PB blaster on the last one because it was kind of seized up. This one probably be about the same, but we'll see. All right, as you see, come right here, Brinley. The pin knocked it out to where it's right there. I did have to use some PB blaster, but hopefully we can grab it with some pliers and actually pull it out now.
Let's get it back. Oh.
Pulled that out. Now let's see if the other side works as they say it should. It says you should just be able to pull on this. This side came apart a lot easier. It's got a spring and the button. I'm probably going to keep track of most of this, just in case needed for spare parts. But if you, let me see. If you look right, well, where am I at? Right there, inside there is a Torx head. So hold on to the outside, loosen that. I'll pull that apart real quick. Friendly, you want to hold this? You want to record some more? Let me get my tools.
So I'm gonna let them seen them. Let me see you.
Are you gonna sing in this video?
No. See if that comes out. Did it come out? Daddy, I can't see. They can't see.
And it should just separate like this, and then pull it apart.
Right.
This one doesn't look like it has none of the shims or nothing in it that the other one had. But here's, ordered this off Amazon. It actually worked fairly decent. It doesn't have the metal shims like the other one did, but I don't know if I was doing something wrong, but whenever I put this all together, there's actually 2 springs in this kit. But when I put it all together, I could not get it to work with both springs in there. So I just put one spring in there, look through that window. With one spring in there, it seems to work fine. So I'm just gonna go with that. I don't know if it's a spare spring or different style or how's it work, but no, you can't take that inside. I remember how to do this. Like this was the outside. Here you go. This one on the outside, and you'll shove it through, and then this will go, it almost slides over top of the other one. And then I put these 2 shims on it, slid this on, tighten it down. I'll do this real quick. Get this all started. Plus my window, I don't know, I've never had one of these apart, so, but my window looks a little wallered out, maybe from where it was loose. But not 100% sure. Just an old truck doing a few things to it. I don't want that. There's that. And then we got I'm going nice shiny knob. And then I drop it. Like I said before, I'm just going to put the 1 spring in there. It worked fine. I couldn't really get it. Not sure what this washer is, but that's the only place I could find out that it would fit. And then if you look, it's pressed up on there. And you just slide this in and there it went. That was a lot better. And it latches. If I can show them there. Press the button in. I still don't know about this one. Doesn't have a gap as bad as that one, but I just don't know. All right, there's one less thing done, or one more thing done.
Can we stop it?
Yep. All right, so now both of these are done. I'm about to start on, can't decide whether to start on the headliner or the bed. I think I'm gonna do the headliner first. I'm gonna try to get something to hold that over the dash down. I did end up last night, put the rest of the bezel and all that in. But I got a little list, got some U-joints and some adhesive and some other stuff. I actually made the list of everything we need to do for the power tour. So there's quite a bit on there, but some of it's pretty simple. Some of it we have the stuff for. We don't have to buy a whole lot, but we'll go get this list of stuff and get right back with you here later on. All right, and back and got most of my parts. I forgot to record it, but I went ahead and started taking the trim off around. I just got a little bit more I need to take off. And then drop that light. And should be able to drop the headliner out. I'll get right back with you after I get it out. Should be pretty simple. Alright, as you see, we got everything broke loose. I'm going to pull these seat belts off to get the plastic off. Yeah, the hole's big enough. The light just slides right through. And before y'all watch me do this, know that this is another thing that I've never done. So I'm probably gonna mess it up. Hopefully it turns out better than the dash did. Alright, got this drop down. Rick, when you grab that sleeve. Alright, and now that's how it looks. This actually glued down very well. This part might actually take a while. So, I don't know. since it has some bad spots here and here, probably gonna move this over to the hood, lay this out, and use this as the template for what I cut out there. And then we're gonna try to glue it and see how this works. So we'll move some stuff around and then we will get right back with you. All right, we got that measured out and this is marked to it. Now we're trying to find a way to make a straight edge, but we're actually gonna wait. Chelsea's gonna see if her sister, she has a fabric cutter. That would work out a lot better. I think we're gonna cut it and then glue it and then let it sit. And then after it's dried, I don't know how these will work. That's gone, so I don't know how it'll work. But we're gonna have to, that hole will be easy. But these up here, I don't know about them. I'll have to cut that out where the sun visor will sit in there. That one will be easy. But I guess our plan is we're gonna lay it across, fold it halfway back, spray it all. And I bought a paint roller. I'm just gonna lay half of it down and just take the paint roller and I've let it kind of get, the glue kind of get sticky. And then I'm just gonna run the paint roller across it, try to get all these shapes in it. And I guess from the looks of that one, the edges, I mean, they're important, but they're not as important because the trim will cover it. So we just gotta get this main center attached and down real good. But what we're doing now is trying to find, I was actually gonna try to use a chalk line. I don't know if that'll work or not, but I gotta find it. And we'll find it and I'll get right back with you. Did you start? Oh. Well, my phone went dead, so we didn't get this part. Us cutting it recorded. Basically used this as, we had to lay a couple more marks. Use this as a straight edge and then actual fabric cutter worked pretty good. Now we've got it laid out where it's fairly even all the way around. I guess what I'm gonna do is fold it back halfway, spray it down, and then roll it on. I'm gonna let it tack up too. And then we also have to cut the hole for the dome light. And these are gonna be tricky. We're gonna figure them out too. I don't know how good this stuff is. It's what we found at O'Reilly's. Wasn't too horrible. I think it was $20 or something. Maybe, I don't remember.
Stinks.
Oh, do you know where that roller is?
In the house.
we will get this glued down, and then we're probably just gonna leave it for the night. We'll probably get, and we'll let you know, or we'll show you what it looks like before we stick it back in the truck and see if it worked or not. Kind of questionable at the moment. The center of it I think will be all right. The sides of it, it's like there's a thin layer
It's covered like this.
that it doesn't want to stick very well. I don't know if there's a way you prep that or not, but I don't know. We'll get this glued down the center, and I guess we'll start messing with outside edges, and we'll show you what our finished product is in the morning. It's just a rough idea. Might be a completely wrong way to do it. I don't know. Never done it before, but we'll get back with you in the morning. Thanks for watching. All right, so the headliner's all glued down for the most part. Most of this I think will be covered up. Hopefully, I don't know. It's a good learning deal, but I think it would help if you started out with a good backing. But we have this cut. Me and Brooklyn's gonna try to set it up in there where it'll stay into place. And then I'm gonna try to bolt it all in, and then I gotta try to do the sun visors. I don't know how that's gonna work out. But I'm gonna have Bradley record while we try to fit it in. Go over on that side real quick. This one down a little bit. I'm gonna try to drop the light in. There's that. Let me drop this down. That part. Go around there and hold that front. Just hold the front up. Nope, wait for me to grab it. Alright. Riley, are you recording what I'm doing?
Yeah. But I can't do it most of the way because we're farming.
Alright, now. Whoa, whoa. I can't get that screw stuck for some reason. Alright, basically, I have it all, for the most part, set up into place where it's going to go. I'm just going to go around, fold up the edges, put it all up. I don't want to bore you with all that. But I need to get that side back on. So I'll get all this started and get right back with you and let you see what it looks like. Alright, I'm back. That completely sucked trying to line everything up, but I mean, it's nothing professional, but it's got a few wrinkles in it around the edges. But oh, I'm about tired of messing with interior parts for now. That works. I don't know. It is what it is. This truck's kind of, this time around, is all about learning. And we're definitely doing a lot of that. But it's in. I'm trying to think of a way to do this. These, I can almost, I think, I don't know, I gotta find this, the spot. I think it's right there. I don't know, I gotta find the spot for that. So those I'm not gonna get into tonight. I think I'm just gonna clean up and grill some dinner. Getting all these screws lined up sucked. I do need to find me some extra screws around. So interior wise, I need to find a couple screws. I need to get the sun visors in and fix that over there, which, I don't know, it's kind of laying down on its own. So maybe if I let it go for a few more days and then glue it, it'll hold better. But this is probably going to be the end of this video. I think we're going to take a break on the interior and jump on pulling the bed off, trying to see why the bed sits unlevel on the truck, get that fixed. Got U-joints on the way, got the torque converter, got our training fluid, got our gear oil. I think we're actually going to go into wrenching now. That's a decent learning experience, but I don't know. I only like doing so much. But these were, I don't know, I was just trying to line those up. I'm sure I did it all wrong in the way you're supposed to do it, but first time I ever did it, was just trying it out. But appreciate y'all watching. If you like what you've seen, like, comment, subscribe. I think we're at like 30 subscribers. I think when we get to 50, we're gonna, I don't know, do something, make a shirt or give away a shirt, or I don't know. We bought it's like one of them printers where you can make, I don't know, it's one of them printers for the shirts. So hopefully we can make a pretty cool shirt. And but we'll get right back with you on the next video and more square body. Thanks for watching.